The vice president of the Jacksonville Youth Council, NAACP, at that time was Alton Yates, who sacrificed his body a number of times in testing speed sleds prior to astronaut activities in this country. Alton would go on to be the executive director of Greater Jacksonville Economic Opportunity Incorporated, the anti-poverty program, and he served as administrative aide to 4 different mayors. The secretary of the Youth Council was Marjorie Meeks, now Marjorie Meeks Brown. Marjorie and I graduated from Northwestern Junior Senior High School in the same class in 1960. When Marjorie retired from the United States Postal Service, she was one of only 2 females that occupied the position of postmaster for cities as large as Atlanta, Georgia, where she served and where she retired, administering to more than 3,000 employees with a budget of over $700 million. So we're going to hear virtually from Alton and then Marjorie Meeks.
I felt very strongly during the early 60s that this was a city, a state, and a nation worthy of saving from self-destruction. We knew that racism, prejudice, and discrimination were forces that pitted us against each other. And I've always thought that we're better than that, much better than that. We're brothers, we're sisters, we are Americans. Knowing that, feeling that, and living in the country that was supposed to be the greatest on the face of the earth, I felt very strongly that there were no problems that we could not overcome if we were able to work together. And what I found in the NAACP Youth Council was a group of some of the most talented young people I've ever encountered in my life, who were willing to do whatever was necessary to eliminate the barriers that separated men, women, blacks, and whites from each other. These were perhaps some of the bravest young people I have ever met in my life, and it was indeed a joy to work with them, to serve with them, and to witness their incredible energy toward eliminating segregation from the city of Jacksonville. I think one of the proudest moments was walking from Bethel Baptist Church to Hemming Park, arm in arm with my wife, who was then City Councilwoman Gwen Yates, my son Chris, and members of the Youth Council in commemoration of the 50th anniversary of Axe Handle Saturday. We were gathering at the historical marker erected near where you are standing today. That marker symbolized the beginning of the struggle. And I pray that your presence there today will be symbolic of the end of the struggle. As I've watched the demonstrations taking place throughout our country, what I have been able to see is a picture of America, the America I've always dreamed of, the America I always knew that we could be. I saw blacks, whites, young, old, people from all walks of life who have decided that they too are fed up with conditions as they are, and that they truly want change in this country. I believe that this is the generation that will bring about that change. This is a great nation. We're the greatest on earth, but we're only great when we work together and do whatever is necessary to solve the lingering problems of prejudice and discrimination in our society. I'm so pleased to be with you guys today.
Congratulations to my childhood friend and ally, Rodney Hurst, and all who have made this 60-year celebration of Axe Handle Saturday a huge reality. And it is real, for we cannot rewrite history. And until we deal with the ugly parts of our past, the casualties of racism will continue. Growing up in Jacksonville, life was bittersweet. From playing on the sand dunes at American Beach and enjoying family nights at the Skyview Drive-In Theater, to questioning why, at the beginning of the school year, are all my books scribbled on and pages missing, or why there was a white water fountain and a black water fountain. As I grew older, the picture became very clear. Through painful conversations with my parents and civic lessons by our teacher and leader, Rutledge Pearson. The Youth Council of the NAACP then became a way of life for me and gave me hope that we could truly make a difference in the lives of our families and friends. This through peaceful demonstrations and protests. But then came bloody Axe Handle Saturday. And it was only then that I realized just how strong the resistance was, just how difficult the struggle would be to achieve racial justice. To all my brothers and sisters of the struggle, I say, these are the days that try men's souls. Those words are as true today as they were over 200 years ago when spoken by Thomas Paine. Which brings us to today, 60 years later. During this pandemic, less than 20% of Black people are able to work from home. The others, though lowest paid, are declared essential. Predominantly Black schools receive $733 less per student per year than predominantly white schools. And a Black college graduate has the lifetime earning of a white high school graduate. And for every nickel a Black family has, a white family has $1. Though I see great hope for the future, let's not kid ourselves. We have not arrived. Get out and vote. It is the most powerful tool we have. And the struggle goes on. Thank you.